Yeah, yesterday I tried it,
Yeah.
created it.
Okay. So you do you have any doubts in master data relationship?
The only one thing is like if I forget to give parenting, right, reparenting the child field.
Okay.
So while creating the record, if I
Okay.
want to reparent it to the another parent after creating that field, is it possible? It's not possible, right?
Yeah, you need to use that checkbox reparent in the look relationship field. So if you use only, you will get this option to reparent. If not, you will not get the option. So see, here you have, right, this interior is a relationship field which is of master detail data type, and its parent is so interior. So if you go, you can click on edit and you can see there is an hello reparenting. Okay, so when we go to the sharing setting, we will see what this is. Okay, when we go to the sharing, we will see what it is. So here you have something called the lookup filter. So what is this lookup filter means? You can see, for example, I wanted to have a filter here itself in the lookup field itself. I wanted to select parent with certain criteria. For example, let me open the notepad. Okay, so for example, whenever I click that lookup icon, for example, if I'm clicking this lookup icon, I will be getting uh, I will be getting all the records in the parent object. So the parent object is interior. So I'll be getting all the records. So why this lookup filter is needed means I wanted to filter and I wanted to have only certain records. For example, consider if I have ICICI Bank. Okay, in that ICICI Bank, it is the primary bank. Okay, um, how you decide it is a primary means you have a checkbox in the account object that checkbox is a primary, so you checked it. Apart from that, one primary, and apart from that you have T Nagar branch, and apart from that you have Velacheri branch, and so you have like 10 branches. Okay, so these are all branch office, and the primary account is a head office. Okay, so this T Nagar branch, you have something called you already have a relationship like account itself relating to account. Okay, so what I wanted is here, if you go to account, you have, see, account name is there, right? This is a relationship, that is account itself having a relationship with the account. Okay, see, if you say a parent account, okay, that means account itself having a relationship with the account. So that is called a self relationship. Okay, see, if you see here, here you have, right, parent, that is hierarchy. Why this is needed? Why the object is having a relationship with itself? Same object having a relationship, so the parent itself the same object, child is also the same object. Why it is means, see, I have 10 banks, 10 account, that is T Nagar branch, Velacheri branch, and only one ICICI bank is primary, that is head office. Okay, so in that case what I will do, I will, for all other branches, I will select ICICI as parent account. Okay. So consider if I wanted to create some other branch. For example, if I wanted to create Madipakam branch. So I wanted to have a lookup. So unnecessarily, it should not show Valachari branch and Tinagar branch. So it wanted to show head offices only. So here, what I will do, I will have a criteria. That criteria will be like some field. Okay, in that field, the primary field that is equal to true. So if I set the criteria, what will happen? Only the primary accounts will be displayed. Clear? Any doubt you have?
Okay, we are having only one head office, so we are using it as a primary account. So for each and every account, we can keep uh, one
Yeah,
account as
this is a filter criteria, G. This is a filter criteria. So what it will do is you can filter selected accounts. Okay, generic filter criteria only you can give, right? So for example, you have a HDFC bank, same condition. You have HDFC bank. You have one HDFC bank as head office and 10 branch offices, and you wanted to create one more account, HDFC account. In that case, you wanted to have a lookup. At that time, it will show only HDFC, ICICI, two accounts that are primary, because here you use the condition where um, uh, checkbox, that is primary is equal to true. Okay, so got it right?
yeah, yes.
So that is the lookup that is the lookup filter. So lookup filter, what it does is, it while selecting the parent itself, it creates a criteria. Based on the criteria, you will be able to see in certain situations in real time. Whenever if you are not able to see the parent records, all the parent records, you need to go come and check here whether the lookup filter is applied or not. Okay, because this is one of the filter that will filter out based on certain criteria that you are giving. Okay, so clear, right?
Yes.
Yeah, since we don't have more fields, we don't have just it shows profile user only. If you create more field, you will see more fields here, so you can select and whatever condition you want, you can give it here. Okay. So this is the lookup filter. So lookup filter means it is used to filter the parent records, okay, based on certain criteria. Filter the parent records to select in the lookup based on criteria. Okay, so now what we will do is we will see about roll up summary. Okay, so where is that BC construction? Okay. Yeah, something called a startup test. Okay, so product, so this is a product delivery and delivery item, both are we know that they both are master detail relationship. So roll up summary. So what is roll up summary? So roll up summary is a feature. Okay, it is a feature. What you can do with roll up summary means, so it will be available only if you have master detail relationship. So it will be available only if you have master detail relationship. Leave here master detail relationship. That is the first thing. You should enable master detail relationship. So you can create this field in the master record. Okay, master object. So you can create this record in the master object. Okay, first thing is it is available only if you have master detail relationship, and this field you can create it only in the master object. Okay, so what it does, it shows four things, that is sum, minimum, maximum and count of child records or child field values in the master. So sum, minimum, maximum or aggregate, that is mathematical function, right? So in child I have a field called amount. For example, I have a field called amount. Okay, so here I have 10 records, 10 child records. So each and every child record has an amount field. So I wanted to add those amount and I wanted to display in the parent. So 10 child total amount, how much they have. So in that case, what I will do, I will go with the roll up summary and I will choose a sum of what field, amount field. So what it does is it should be created only in the master object, that is parent object. What it shows sum, minimum, maximum and the count of child records or child field values, okay, in the master. Okay, see here average is not there. Okay, so average is not available. So as for now average is not available, only some minimum, maximum and count. We don't know in future whether Salesforce will give or not. Okay, so you should remember this also. Average is not there in roll up summary. You cannot do average, you can do some minimum, maximum and count. Okay, so I will show you. So it is the product detail, right? So go to the field. So now you need to create a new field. See, the roll up summary is enabled. A read only field that displays some minimum, maximum value of field in the related list or the record count of all records, okay, in the related list. So you can use this data type roll up summary, okay, where in the master, that is in the parent. Okay, in case of child, what it does. Okay, so now if we go to child, see this is the child, and what we wanted is we wanted to go to the child, and if you see uh, new, see this is the child because the lookup field is available here. If you click on new, see it is grayed out. Okay, so what it says is you cannot create this type of field on the object because it is not a master. It is not a master in master detail relationship. So roll up summary can be created only in the master object of master detail relationship. Okay, so with roll up summary you can do some minimum, maximum and count of child records. Okay, so now what we will do, we will create a new field. Next, so first I want a count. So count of um, child records. Okay, count of child records. Okay, next, so it will tell which object. So one this product delivery is having only one child, okay, in master detail. So delivery items. So what I want, these three are aggregate. Aggregate means mathematical function, sum, minimum, maximum. So we need to select a field. So I will be having a count. So see here you have a filter criteria. So whether all records should be included or only certain records should be included. So based on your condition, you can have it. Okay, you can have a condition like the uh, delivery items that is active, or the delivery items that is less than 10,000 or less than 5,000, like that you can have a count. Okay, so you can exclude, or you mean you can, based on certain criteria, you can exclude certain records. Okay, so right now we don't want, just give this. Okay, and the next. So now it is the profile area. We will see that in detail when we go to the profile. So I'm just saving it. Once you save, you can see that there is an roll up summary, that is count of the delivery item, that is the child, is available here. See, right now we have only one child. See, it is a read only field. Read only field means it is not editable. So right now we have only one child. So we have one here. So I wanted to add a new delivery items. I will select new. I will be selecting that AC, and I am just selecting the amount as 60,000, and then I'm clicking on save. Okay. So product delivery. So now go to the record. So if you see, the count becomes 2. Why it becomes 2 means I have 2 records here. So this is the roll up summary. So now I wanted to have one more field. That field will show sum. Okay. So that field will show me sum. Okay. So new. So again roll up summary. Next. So here you need to select as sum of amount, some values, field names, and then click on next. So here you need to click sum. Okay, first you need to select what is the object and what value you need to give. See, it will show only amount field because it is a number field. So mathematical calculations, aggregation can be done in the number fields. So that's why it is showing amount only. Okay, so if you want certain criteria, you can give, or don't want, you can leave. Okay, next, and you can click on save. So now if we go and see into the product, see total amount. Okay, from these two, one is 50,000, another one is 60,000. So total amount it is showing as 1,10,000. Okay, that is called as the aggregation, that is sum. Okay, so similarly you can have minimum, maximum by selecting any one of the fields. So roll up summary, 20 roll up summaries. Roll up summaries are possible in an object. Okay, that is in one object you can have 20 roll up summaries. So in one master object you can create like 20 roll up summaries. Right now we have created 2 roll up summaries. Similarly, if you want, you can create maximum of 20 roll up summaries. Okay, so this roll up summary is also an important concept. So it will be available only in the master detail relationship. If you have a lookup, it will not be there. So it can be created only in the master object, so not in the child object. What it can do is it can do 4 actions: sum, minimum, maximum, and count. It cannot do average. Okay, so that is one important thing you should know. And so some minimum maximum of some field in child, or total number of records in child. So you have a filter criteria where you can remove certain fields, where you can neglect certain fields for taking into consideration while doing roll up summary. Okay, so 20 roll up summaries are possible per object. Okay, So any doubts in roll-up summary?
No.
Okay. Vijay, you have any doubt?
No, Surendra. Good.
Okay. Okay, fine. So roll-up summary is over. Okay. Now, so now what we will see is we will see formula fields. Okay. Formula fields. This is very, very important. Okay. So first thing that you should know is formula field. So formula field is a field that you can easily see here. If you click on new in all the object, you will be able to see a formula field. See, there is a field called formula field. Okay. So this field is basically a read only field. Read only field. What is this read only field means? A read only field means a field that you cannot edit it. Okay. So for example, here it is showing the lock symbol, right? This is a read only field. If I click on edit also, what happens? It will not be available for me to edit. Okay. So that is called as the read only field. Okay. So formula fields are read only fields. So then how it gets the input? So it gets the input based on the expression that we give into the field. So based on the expression or condition we give, it takes the value. Okay. So it takes the values based on the expression or condition that we give. Okay. So another important thing is in formula you can refer fields from same object or other object. Okay. So you can refer fields. So for in formula I need to give some expression. In that expression I need to include some field. So you can have a field from the same object. That is no problem because same object field, no problem. Sometimes you need to refer some other object. Okay, some other object you need to refer. In that case, you cannot refer all the other object. First thing is the object should be in relationship. Okay, object should be in relationship. Okay, and second is from child you can refer to parent. Okay, parent fields, but you cannot refer parent from parent to child. Okay, so I'm going to create a formula field in child object. In that case I can refer my parent. Okay, but I cannot refer when I try to create a field from parent, I cannot refer the child fields. Okay, so these are all the few things that you should know before starting the formula field. First thing is formula field is a read only field. You cannot edit, you cannot give any value. How it takes value then? It takes value based on the expression or condition that we give. Okay, if some condition we will give in the formula, based on that it will work. So to use the condition I wanted to refer fields. So what are the fields I can refer? I need to refer field in the same object or I need to refer the field from other object. Okay, if it is another object, how I can do? first criteria, the object should be in relationship. Okay, I have two objects in relationship, then I can refer. And then what you need to check, from child you can refer the parent, but from parent you cannot refer the child fields. Okay, clear?
Yeah, clear, sir.
Okay, so now what we will do, because since we don't have many fields or many thing, we will go for the standard objects, and we don't have more data also, so I am using the standard object. So I'm going to the sales. So I'm going to the parent. So here I have a some drop down. Okay, so I have facts. So I wanted to create a formula field here. Okay, so go here and you need to click on new. Okay, so why I am using standard object, the account object means we don't have more fields in the custom object. So that's why. See, read only field that derives its value from formula expression. The formula field is updated whenever the source field is changed. Whenever the source field values are changed, the formula field will be automatically updated. Okay. So click on formula and next. So first, whenever I select, right? So here you need to add one more point. Formula fields are updated whenever the source fields are updated. Okay, and this is the return type. So after doing the calculation, what type of data it should return, that is the return type. Okay, so for now I'm having a text. Okay, so in account I'm going to create a uh, formula. I mean, I'm going to create a formula field. What that formula field will do is, based on a rating, I wanted to update, I wanted to create a new formula field that will show some some text. Okay, so hot, warm and cold, right? So customer status, some value I'm just giving, the return type is text. Okay, so next, so here is the area that you give formulas of expression. Okay, so I wanted to click on advanced formula. Why means that will help me to insert the field. So here we need API name. We cannot use the label or normal name. So we will not know the API name properly. That's why if you click on insert field, you will get like this. So I want rating, search for rating. So click on rating. Okay. So rating. What I wanted is, if rating is hot, I wanted to say this is the customer is hot customer. If the rating is warm, the customer is warm customer, like that. Okay, so I can use a condition. Okay, okay, if, see, if you wanted to for use any condition, any formula, you can use if. So what it says, if some logic you need to give and some value you will give here. If it is true, that will be executed. If it is not true, that will be, this will be executed. That is the if condition. Okay, so like that I wanted to use if. Here I will first, here I will give one condition. So the condition is rating. Okay, so rating, what it needs to be done, so rating should be equal to hot. Okay, in that case I wanted to display like this is hot customer. If not, what I wanted to display, I wanted to display like this is not hot customer. Some value I need to display. See, as per if condition true, false. If it is true, it will be displaying this text. If it is false, it will be displaying this text. So I need to give the condition here. Rating should be equal to hot, right? So this is a pick list. That is, this is a normal pick list. It is not a string input field. It is, I mean, it is not a text field. It is a pick list field. So to use a pick list, I need to use certain thing is called is pick val. Is pick val. This should be used whether if whenever you are using pick list inside a formula, you need to use this function is pick val. Okay, is pick val.